Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I proudly present to you my Night of Champions 2008 DVD review. Now, as you all know, if you haven't seen my DVD reviews already, I did Royal Rumble 2008, No Way Out 2008, WrestleMania 24, Backlash 2008, Judgment Day 2008, One Night Stand 2008, and now we're moving on to Night of Champions. Now, we're about, this is the 7th pay-per-view at 2008 chronological order anthology. I guess you could say anthology. But in my series, I'm doing Night of Champions. But if you want a DVD review so bad, please leave it in the comment section below or inbox me, tweet me. It doesn't really matter as long as you get to communicate with me and give me a request, because I really need to know what my direction is going to be my channel, because on Saturday, March 23rd, 2013, I'm going to Impact Wrestling live events, and basically I'm going to be editing that. That's probably going to be a 145-minute video if they let me bring my camera in there and stuff like that. And I'm going to share my experiences. So that's probably going to be a 45-minute video for you guys. And that's going to take up about 4 days worth of what I'm going to do, my activity on the channel, so I can let people know that what I did and stuff like that, so you can watch the whole thing. And so you don't have to watch it one bit and then you watch another DVD review and you say, oh, I got to catch up. So anyway, let's get on to this DVD review. Night of Champions 2008. I really like this cover. Edge, the World Heavyweight Champion. Night of Champion, Matt Hardy. ECW Champion, Kane. Women's Champion, WWE Women's Champion, Mickie James. And then Chris Jericho in the back, Intercontinental Champion, trolling. And he's trolling in the background. I know, you're just sitting over there. Anyway, WWE Champion, Triple H. I hate these things, and I was prepared because I did another take of this for some odd reason, because I was like stumbling on a line. I was like, ugh. And sometimes I take double takes, but anyway, this same thing, a little insert right here. So so that's the disc. And no, what's going on here? What's going on here, mate? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we have a little malfunction here. We have a malfunction in the junction of the WWE. Alright, so there's no description on here like the Judgment Day DVD, which is really surprising for a Night of Champions, like a gold rush like they did in 2010. But anyway, WWE Tag Team Championship match, John Morrison and The Miz versus Finlay and Hornswoggle. This match is just playing real quick, but this match was decent, probably a 2.50 out of 5. You're probably like, I bet you really enjoyed this match because it was PG and you're a Hornswoggle mark. I said, no, I am absolutely not one. I cannot stand Hornswoggle. But I really like this tag team match because they fluently organized how this match went and took place, because Finlay was in there 75% of the time at a percent level 100 at a number scale, and Hornswoggle was only in there 25% of the match. And you're probably like, oh, that's a lot, but it's not, because they really utilized Finlay a lot, and when the Hornswoggle got in there, it changed the momentum and changed the pace, and sometimes there'd be a heel moment where The Miz and then would be just dominating him, just throwing him on the ground, which was really good. And John Morrison and The Miz picked up the victory, and they sold well as they would, you would think they would with Hornswoggle in there, so this was a good match. The United States Championship match, Matt Hardy versus Chavo Guerrero. A decent match. I mean, it really not really resembled, but it reminded me a lot of WrestleMania 19 Rey Mysterio versus Matt Hardy for the Cruiserweight Championship, and with Shannon Moore and stuff, because of the way that Chavo Guerrero and Rey Mysterio fluently go about their business in the ring is almost the same, because they have that Guerrero bloodline. Well, not Rey Mysterio, but you know what I'm trying to say, that Mexican lucha libre kind of style. And Chavo Guerrero has adapted that to something different today, of course, but he still has a little bit of, Latino in him. That does not sound right. Anyway, Chavo Guerrero, I really loved the ending, actually. The match is okay. It's alright, but I like the ending, because when Chavo Guerrero was going for the Three Amigos on the third one, Matt Hardy hit a twist of fate and got the 1, 2, 3. Matt Hardy still your United States champion until Great American Bash. ECW Championship match, Kane versus Big Show versus Mark Henry. A lot of people in the YWC give this hate, because you had the people in them. They like, oh, this is gonna be a terrible match. So they go into the matches when they're reviewing it as like, oh, this is gonna be a bad match. So what's the point of me trying to take this seriously? So this was a pretty good match, I'm going to say. A 3 out of 5. A lot of people are going to say, oh, I overrated this. And maybe you're right. I probably overrated, but I really enjoyed this match. Not the best triple threat by far. Probably not a really good triple threat match, but it was a good match for the ECW Championship. Kane versus Big Show, and then and Mark Henry, because Mark Henry gained the #1 contendership by beating Kane, and Big Show won at Extreme Rules in the Singapore Kane match. And, you know, it was really good. You would have thought Big Show would have won because they were giving him that kind of push of that guy that's just going to beat up everybody and stuff like that, but it didn't happen that way, of course. And Big Show wound up losing. Mark Henry won by stealing the victory. 1, 2, 3. Mark Henry, new ECW champion. I don't think Kane got his rematch clause, did he? No, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Women World Tag Team Championships match: Hardcore Holly and Cody Rhodes versus Ted DiBiase. Now, funny thing about this is, Hardcore Holly and Cody Rhodes were the World Tag Team Champions at this time. The last time I think Hardcore Holly ever had a championship on him. Oh yeah, that's probably it. And he was facing Ted DiBiase, who had no partner, and this was his first debut match. And he went on Raw a couple of weeks and said, "Okay, I can be both of you," and all that kind of stuff. And then, come to think of it, Ted DiBiase kept saying, and he was on the mic for a little bit, and he was like, "Priceless, yo baby, I'm priceless." No, that's his theme song. But anyway, Ted DiBiase, he said he wanted Hardcore Holly, and then Cody Rhodes tagged in Hardcore Holly, and Cody Rhodes wound up hitting a crossroads on Hardcore Holly, and Ted DiBiase came in there for the 1, 2, 3, and they are your World Tag Team Champions. At that time, it was very surprising. This match is probably a 0 out of 5. It wasn't even really a match, but I probably would give it a 0.15 or 0.15 because it was a formation of, like, it went to that step of where Legacy would be at, and Legacy was a decent. It was not a really good faction, but it was decent. I mean, it got really repetitive after a while, just saying Legacy and Randy Orton and stuff like that. So, but their series of matches with DX next year in 2009 was amazing. Women's Championship match: Mickie James versus Katie Lee Burchill, or Winter. My God, does anybody remember that Winter and Angelina Love stupid storyline? My God, that was stupid. Like, she is my lady and stuff like that. So, Katie Lee Burchill with Drew McIntyre, or Paul Burchill, although that's not the real Paul Burchill, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that Paul Burchill was amazing. Mickie James versus Katie Lee Burchill. Katie Lee Burchill was a good wrestler, but she had not any chance at all against Mickie James, because Mickie James is just a powerful diva, and when you hear that name, Mickie James, you obviously think of a women's champion, knockout champion, something like that, because Mickie James destroyed Katie Lee Burchill. Well, she didn't destroy Katie Lee Burchill, but you kind of knew who was going to win going in. Mickie James, still your women's champion. World Heavyweight Championship match: Batista versus Edge. Edge versus Batista. And this match was pretty darn good. I must say that right now. It was really good, in my opinion. It was a very entertaining match. I enjoyed it, with Edge and Batista going back and forth. Reminded me of the 2007 feud they had with Undertaker, Great Khali, right? Well, not Great Khali, but Undertaker, Edge, and then, Batista mixed in all of this, which was really entertaining in my opinion. And Batista winded up, he was about to win the match, and then Vicky Guerrero and the Edge heads come out. And the really big spot in this was when Vicky Guerrero got involved in this. He picked Vicky Guerrero up and threw her over the top rope, and everybody went crazy because nobody really ever touched Vicky Guerrero besides Rey Mysterio inadvertently earlier in the year. So Batista wound up losing some good false finishes in this match, and I enjoyed it, and Edge wound up winning. So it was a good way to kind of say, oh, Batista got stolen, he got robbed, so it carried on to his character later on in the year, and then later on in the year as well, and then Edge wound up getting his title cashed in by CM Punk later on, like, I think the night after Raw. WWE Championship match: Triple H versus John Cena. And throughout the night, they were talking about how, and it looked like Triple H in this scenario was the heel, And, as Randy Orton was at the picture at this time, and John Cena was talking about how, earlier in 2006, 2 years ago at that time, at WrestleMania 22, he made Triple H tap out in that great match and that great bout at WrestleMania 22, which is a really good WrestleMania in my opinion, but some of this stuff is like, eh. But anyway, I'll probably put that in the review later on. Yeah, this was a pretty good match. I really enjoyed this match. There was some different spots in this match. Sometimes it would be slow, sometimes it would be quick and fast a little bit. So I really enjoy that. Some chain wrestling in here. Sometimes you don't always see in the side of John Cena, and I enjoyed it. And then JBL got involved, and JBL winded up costing John Cena the win and being WWE champion. So basically, Triple H is still your WWE champion. Pretty good match. And I must say, pretty good pay-per-view, in my opinion, Night of Champions 2008. And anyway, that's pretty much it. If you haven't liked this video already, give it a like. But and again, that's your preference as well. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And that's pretty much it. CB146, Killbreaker146 is out. Peace.